All right, so this is my own example post to you, which is what you'll be doing for this introductory discussion board assignment. Again, there's a lot to do this week, so I want you to, again, take this seriously, have a little fun with it, but again, don't spend like 6 hours on it either. Um, I like to do this. It's nice to be able to connect with others in our class as we're going to be spending the next 15 or so weeks together. So I'll basically be doing the same thing that I've asked of you. I've done it in a slightly different way though. In my case, I'm doing a video using my laptop, but you can use your phone or make some sort of slides presentation too. Just be sure that if you do use a link to a document, it's accessible. It has to be accessible to anyone so they can then view it and comment on it. Sometimes if you share a document using a file sharing service like Dropbox or OneDrive or Google Drive, it's not accessible to everyone unless you change that setting. So I've put some photos together, which you can actually see as my background here. I'll share these with you and address the same questions that I've asked you to answer. First of all, my name. It's JB Muhlenberg. JB is fine with me. Whatever you're comfortable with, I'm also fine with. I live in Fruitport now. We've been here about 16 years. Right behind me is weird, right there. So my family and me adorned in our Fruitport gear. I'm actually on the school board for Fruitport Community Schools and have been for about 4 or 5 years. I'm originally from Nunica, and you'll see actually this photo right here is a photo of my childhood home from above. So I grew up not too far away, went to Spring Lake High School, then attended a couple of different colleges. I like to put that photo of the childhood home in there. I think it's important to just sort of never lose touch of where you come from, right? I grew up in the woods with a creek running through the backyard, and now I live in a subdivision, but I still kind of have that love for nature. Education. My journey through college was not really straightforward. I initially went to the University of Michigan right out of high school, but I found out it was kind of a poor fit for me at the time. So I transferred after one semester to MCC, which was a much better fit. I graduated from there, went on to Grand Valley, earned a degree in economics. Later, I returned to Grand Valley to get that degree in math and then a master's in education. And then somewhat recently, you'll see right here um, is a photo of, there's me right there with this wonderful little group of people. That's my cohort from the Doctorate in Community College Leadership Program at Ferris State University. So I just defended my dissertation. Just I guess it's been almost 3 years now, but it still feels pretty recent. Family and pets. I have a dog here and a cat here. My 3-year-old border collie is about his name's Maui. He's about 3 feet off, 4 feet off the ground in that picture, jumping at lights that reflect on the ceiling. My cat Lafayette, he prefers to go by Yeti. He's doing cat things. And then my family's seen in a couple pictures here. I enjoyed my free time, a lot of things. I enjoy the outdoors. Right above me is my dog Maui on a paddle board when he was just a puppy. Took a backpacking trip a few years ago on South Manitou Island up in northern Michigan. I enjoy running. In fact, right here is a picture from just this past weekend. On Saturday, my family and I ran a half marathon in Disney World. And so that's a pretty fun thing to do together as a family. I'm also a huge Lions fan. My dad, my son, and I went to a game a couple years ago, but yeah, big Lions fans. And also we love to travel. You'll see a picture right here. This is actually from Alaska. This is just last summer trip to Alaska. I asked you about your favorite class and why. For me, if I go way back, the favorite class I ever took was Intro to Economics. That was at Grand Valley. It was taught by an instructor that just sort of spoke to me. I had never taken an economics class before. I didn't even really know what it was at the time, but it just really made sense the way he presented it. In fact, I ended up changing my major to economics that semester and took every class that I could with that instructor. And again, it really had to do with him, his clarity, his interesting approach, his really high standards as well. But he also made everything very understandable and consumable, and I appreciated that. Dream vacation, we love to travel. I love to hear what you all have to say. But mine, I would say, is to take an African safari. I would love to see real life gorillas in the wild. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but that's sort of that dream that I have. That's it. So again, yours can be a more simplistic version than that, but I just wanted to share a little bit about myself to get things started. Look forward to hearing all about you in the upcoming days.